have the blue book? It's on the end. It says oneness on it, please. Thank you.
No problem.
So 2 blocks and a strap. You have your blanket for your seat. That's better. Put this up. So a newsletter went out last night. If you didn't get it, then you can subscribe via my website, marthamcalpin.com, and you'll see usually at the bottom of almost every page there is a subscribe option there. If not, you can read it. Each time that it's mailed out, it gets posted under blog. And those are simply a way for me to sometimes reflect on the practice a little more fully than the time we have when we are here teaching, so that there's more space for you to practice and less of me talking. Right? So if you're using it, you oil up the center line of the body around the navel. And in the moments before we begin, just finding a reading before you begin creates an intention, creates a direction for what you're working on, for where you're going, gives you a path for your practice to follow. So this is from a book called Oneness. When circumstances deliver you to a state of being that you recognize to be unbalanced, take the opportunity to step back for a moment. Withdraw your energies and cease conscious interaction with all that surrounds you, all that is external to the source of your being. Allow your awareness to guide you to a place of stillness deep within. Become centered in the silence of that space and breathe deeply with conscious connectedness through your heart center. Detach your awareness from the circumstances that have engaged you and allow yourself to feel, in the sanctity of that stillness, the light energy of unconditional love as it fills you completely. Which can perhaps sometimes feel esoteric or distant. This morning I spilled tea on a brand new book and I couldn't find the ability to forgive myself, something so simple. And then that began to sort of draw energy in all kinds of negative chatter. And my job then becomes, how can I come back into the physical sensations of my body, deepen my breath, settle into myself, and find a moment of quiet. And let that quiet provide a perspective. Is it really that big a deal? Perhaps it is. But I'm going to meet it with perspective instead of reaction. That's what we're making, the ability to get hold of ourselves, to stop our momentum, to see where we're at, to choose our response. Palms together, sitting tall. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. 3 times, inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Open your blanket twice, put it down on the mat. Start your playlist at Celeste. And we will come to start on the belly. And putting your forearms out in front of you. Crossing your forearms if you choose. Putting your forehead down or unstack. So one arm is in front of the other and putting your forehead on a single forearm. It all depends on your back. Walk your thighs back. Let your heels wash out a little side to side. And dropping your forehead, begin to deepen your breathing. Feel the weight of your body resting on your ribs. Resting on your hips and your thighs. Feel the weight of your head resting on your arm. And pause. Keep melting. Softening into the floor. Feel your breath into your belly. As much contact with the floor as you can. Keep loosening the legs as you need to, and then be still. Notice any resistance to being still. Keep letting go. Keep letting go of your plans and your momentum and your motion. More. More. Still. Keeping your head low. Turn to your back. Knees bend, feet flat, perhaps the hands overhead. Sink your seat, lift your chest, drop your shoulders. So you're arching your back and then roll down through the spine, the little tiny lift of the tail. Just roll your spine up. Roll back down. And roll open. And roll down. Widen your heels and let your knees wash side to side. Just getting a little bit looser, a little bit heavier through your knees. Pause at the center. Bring your knees in, hold your shins. Steady, simple. Press your right knee away and drop your chin to your left shoulder. Press your right knee into your hand, turn, and then center neutral knees. Press your left knee away, drop your chin to the right shoulder, press, and then center. Press your right knee away, draw your left knee in. Inhale, center. Left knee away, right chin to the right. to the center. And turn. And center. And turn. And center. Put your left foot down to the floor. Take your strap over the arch of your right foot. And with your arms straight, hold the strap on either side. And bend your right knee as you pull that strap, elbows wide. And then press your right heel to the ceiling. Bend your elbows, pull with your hands, draw your thigh towards the floor, and then straighten. Press into your heel. And draw down. Inhale. And exhale, press. And stay. Press your right hip away from your right shoulder. Square your shoulders into the floor. Lengthen your spine by spreading your toes. Breath into your abdomen. Toes back and long. And then both straps go into your right hand and your left palm faces your right foot. Open wide. So your right foot drops wide to the right and your left hand opens same angle out to the left and then back up into the center to meet. Inhale, open from that center line. And exhale back. Inhale, open, flex foot as much as you can. And center. Getting a little wider each time. Right heel wide, left hand wide, same height on each side. Left leg long. And open the base of your throat to your heart to your solar plexus. Your solar plexus to your navel to your pubis. Open that line. Wider, longer. Be accessible, and then be accessed. Into the center, take your strap down, bend your right knee, put your toe tips on your left kneecap. Hands wide, and drop your knee across the body. Inhale back up, just washing here. Exhale, knee turns, turn your chin to your right shoulder. Inhale, center. So your shoulders stay steady, and the drop of your knee rinses through the spine, turning at the hips, and right through it all. And then keeping it over, stay. Hold that twist. And if you choose, holding the outer right foot, extend into your right heel, press. And then bend your knee and draw your knee up towards your chest. Exhale, press. You're going to start to feel it right through the navel. Firm both legs. The bottom foot is flexed. The bottom leg is strong. And from that bottom leg, press into the right heel. One more, bend your knee. And then exhale, press. Stay. Wrap your right hip away from your right shoulder. Press your heels away from your body. Turn your navel to the right. And bend your knee and into the center. Right foot down. Left foot, find the strap over the arch of your foot. Bend your left knee down and then press your left leg straight. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. Bend of the knee and straighten. One more, use the strength of your arms to rinse that hip joint and then press away. Good, both straps into the left hand, right palm faces the left foot, open wide. And then back into center, sink your left hip into the floor. Keep that as you open wide. Close your eyes, hand and heel at the center. Inhale, open, 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 open. Stay. Extend your right leg, stay. Breathe down that center line. Throat. Heart, solar plexus, navel, heels, widen it.
accessible. Heel to the center. Strap down. Tip of your toes to the right knee. And drop your right knee across, your left knee across. Inhale to the center. Exhale, drop across. We're just rinsing. Keep the shoulders down as you can. Inhale, firm your bottom leg. And then gently over. And everyone's rinse will be different. Inhale, center. Exhale. Stay. Right hand to your left outer thigh. Stay. Press into the bottom heel. And then extend the left leg and press into the left heel. Bend your left knee, bring it up closer to your body, and then press away. Navel to spine. Inhale, bending. Exhale, press. Bend your left knee back into the center. Feet flat. Move it all through. Draw your knees into your chest. This will be our breath out. Bring your hands up overhead and your heels up high. This will be the breath in like an L. And then again, knees to chest. Feet flat. Hands overhead. Lift your hips to a bridge. There's our flow, 4 parts. Exhale, knee to chest. Head stays down. Inhale, heels up, hands up. Exhale, bend, squeeze. Heels down, hands overhead. Inhale, open. And exhale, bring it in. Knees to chest. Heels up, reach up. And bend. Stronger. Feet to the floor, hands overhead, longer. And knees to chest. And heels up, 1 more round. And bend. And feet to the floor, hands overhead, inhale up. And down. Roll right to your belly. So palms down right where your ribs meet your body, where the ribs meet the floor. Looking forward, firm your legs, point your toes, inhale, open, exhale, close. Now if this is creating tension in your low back, it's because you're drawing the back of your head towards your heels. So reach the top of your head away from your feet. And if that's still bothering you, get lower, elbows in, as though your spine was absolutely parallel to the floor, and put the work in your legs. If you can lift your heart, that's fine, but this is for the low back. And if it's putting a pinch in your low back, you need to tuck your chin, straighten your spine. Inhale, open, exhale together. So this is one option. A tuck of the chin, keep your head low if you need to, forehead on the floor. Otherwise, lifting the heart for 2. Legs are strong, opening and closing. You're building strength through the low back, 2. So just keep it safe on the way. Hands, lift your heart, find your sphinx. Elbows down. Thighs are heavy. So again, if you're falling into the low back, I want you to let your thighs become heavier. Not just the hip point, but the whole length of your thigh into the floor. Then use your fingertips to lengthen your heart forward, your navel forward, lengthen the low back. So from the mid-back all the way down to the back of the pelvis is absolutely important to this 3rd energy center of our body. It includes the abdominal wall and the muscles down the back. It's this great container of our energy and our life force. Hands walk out. Lifting your feet, lift your hands, tuck of the chin, elbows back. There, breath out, inhale. Exhale back. We're going to go out the mouth. In the nose, firm your legs. Exhale. In. Out. Fists. Inhale, open hands. Exhale, fists. Firm your legs. Draw it back. Last one. Hands down by the body, thighs, feet flat, elbows bent. Strong cobra, legs are strong. Outer hips wrap forward, toes down, heart up, shoulders down. Elbows into the body, thumbs down, shoulders down, thighs down. Good. Tuck of the chin, lift of the hips. Put your knees together, feet flat. Drop your head, press your hands away, let your hips move. A little bit of a fold towards child, just finding a counter pose. And then folding the front of the blanket to the back of the blanket. And then set it aside. We'll walk to a moment in dog. The feet walk to the hands, and you sit your seat back and out. Hands reach out, and lifting your thumbs, land on your heels, stand up tall. Down the same way, seat back, ribs to the thighs, fingers down, head is last. Sitting down, thumbs up, inhale, open the abdomen. Exhale, sit down, ribs down, hands, head last. Inhale up. And exhale down. And rise. And one more, sit it down. And rise. And hands wide. Excellent. So you'll turn to the right, a big step to the right. Set your blocks in front and just inside your big toes. Hands go wide. Put a bend in your right knee. Left hand down to the block. Right hand helps the revolution. So a little bend, a little straighten of that right leg, right hip. Pause a beat. Chest open, right hand open. And then just stand tall, left hand wide. Left knee bends, right hand down. Little bend, little straighten, explore, revolve. And then standing, hands wide. Bend your right knee, left hand down. Inhale, reach your right hand over the right ear. And then exhale, back upright. Inhale, stand tall. Left knee bends, right hand down. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, back. Stand tall. Right knee bends, left hand down. Inhale, over, lengthen from your hip to your hand. Upright, look down. Inhale, stand tall. Left knee bend, right down. Inhale, reach over. Exhale, upright, look down. Stand tall. Right knee bends, left hand down. Inhale over. Exhale up, look down. Stand tall. Left knee bends, right hand down. Reach over. And upright, look down. Stand tall. Last time, right knee bends, left hand down. Inhale, over, over, pause, an extra breath. And the right hand up, look down, stand tall, hands wide. Left knee bends, right hand down, sweep over, give it an extra breath. Upright, hands wide. Step to the top of the mat. I'll kneel so you can see. Hook your thumbs at the top of the mat. Hook your thumbs, reach up tall. Go a little to the left and a little to the right. In left, out right, in, out, in, out. Use your nose. Let it get smaller, stronger through the navel, even in the feet. Open the sides, lengthen the spine, right up the sides of the spine behind the heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the center and reach wide and down.
such a change internally. This is where we want to empower our actions, right from here. So setting your things aside if you choose, adding a blanket beneath you, or coming to lie flat. As you come, blocks in a line at the foot end of your mat. Nabhi kriya begins right here. And even if you're very familiar, I want you to just warm up this week with me. Lift your hips, put your palms face down under your seat, tips of your toes on the blocks. One knee to your chest, and down, and chest, and down. Inhale, exhale. When you're ready, the legs extend, feet flexed. If ever it's too much on the hips or the hamstrings or the low back, bend your knees, and then close your eyes. Reach into your heels, make it precise and clean. Soften across your chest, your face, your jaw. What's working that doesn't need to be working? Just the breath, the hips and the legs. Soften your face and your jaw. 3, 2, 1. Free your hands, heels wider than the blocks. Pause. Feeling the circulation in your legs and your hips and your low belly. Our largest muscles. How powerful we are. How steady we can become. Protecting what is absolutely right and necessary in our lives. Bend your knees. Bring your feet in. Any adjustment, any wag of the tail, whatever is needed. Hands on shins. And then hips up, palms under the seat. It's very similar, but this time we're always starting at this 2 feet up position. So tip of the toe down and up. Other side and up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. This is modification 1. Modification 2, knees stay bent, tips of the toes, feet stay together. Exhale, inhale. Or heels up, a little forward, a little up, that's modification 3. Build strength, slow it down, or begin to draw your heels to the blocks.
and up. Exhale. Inhale. So the more tender your low back, as you're working in this first week, you're building strength, you're building some familiarity with the movements. Keep it slow. As you progress, it will get quicker. But I want you to keep it very safe right now and build a very wise foundation. Close your eyes. Find your breath. That for me, this is self-care. I am building an awareness and a boundary, a powerful circle of protection from my navel, a sphere of protection in all directions, protecting me even and most importantly from my own thinking. How dare I spill tea on that book? So much shame, so much anger. It was ridiculous. From the center of my body, I know my own source. And I protect myself from my own scoldings, my own expectations. So build that power from something deeper inside of yourself, something older and wiser. This place of reverence that says, I love you. It's not about what you do. I love you through it all. Build that. And the oils on our belly help us digest the experience. Yep, spill the tea. Yep, that sucked. Yep, learn the lesson. Let's break it down. Let's keep the lesson. Let's flush out the shame. And let's move on. Right? That's simple. We're digesting. We're making sense of ourselves without judgment, without criticism, keeping what's necessary and useful, and flushing out the rest. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, free your hands. Knees bent or legs long, hands wide or slightly overhead. You're higher in the navel now. Breathe there. A boundary. Protection. Unmoved by praise, unmoved by criticism, I am. A hint of a smile because it's good here. It's good here. You are safe here and made of light. Walk your feet in, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Starting out, if you need to, you get your strap, and the strap goes over the shins. I'll use strap today. If you're not using the strap, hold your shins. Widen and close your knees if you need to. And if you're holding the strap, you can hold it just outside your knees, or you can shorten it up a little bit. So there's a bind, so there's calm. Or one hand holds the opposite wrist and you bring it close. And you close your eyes. You begin to deepen your breath. Soften your shoulders. Breathe into the back of the body and now just trust this boundary. Trust your own constraint. This is how it feels sometimes when we make a new habit. Just have to hold ourselves so kindly in a new direction. Deepen your breathing into your abdomen. Soften your face. Feel all the ways you're holding on. The backs of your arms, the inner thigh. The only place you need to hold is one hand holding the other wrist. That's all. Let everything else open and release. Let everything rest in the care of this mind, so you can learn to trust yourself. When it gets sticky, deepen your breathing. Two. For one. Release your arms. Widen. Release your legs and lengthen. Exhale, bring it in, hands to shins. Like that. Inhale, open. And close. Open. And close. Close your eyes and find the steadiness. Find the breath, find the strength. The feet stay together. The arms wide, the legs long. May begin to grow. The familiarity makes space, the tension passes away, the newness is replaced with knowing. And in that knowing, then just become more expansive internally. I am this. So capable of consistency. When we're off balance, when our thoughts are skittering, we can come back. Two, one, feet down. Deepen your breathing into the abdomen. Let it move, all of it. Draw your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers over the shin. Left leg long, feet flexed. Inhale the left heel up and exhale down. This self, this source, all one thing. In and up, out and down. Let's go quicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee into the chest, right leg long. Inhale up, exhale down. Start slowly. Both feet flex, draw your left shin in, empty and rinse that low back body. 3, 2. Hands to knees. All the way up and over. Knees wide, toes together, child's pose. We're going to rock forward onto the thighs, letting the feet come off the floor. And roll back. If it means you need to look down and keep your forehead low, that is fantastic. Just this little roll through the front body. As you're ready, you can keep your chest lifted, letting your hips move forward and back, hanging child. Be sure you bend your elbows back towards your knees. Oh, 3, 2, down dog. The whole front body is alive and ready. Walk your feet to your hands. 2 hands fit between your feet. Knees are bent. Hands at your hips. Inhale, stand up tall. And then bend your knees as you fall back down. Inhaling up. exhale. So modification 1, knees are deeply bent. You're working with your hands at your hips, right? Good, go further, hands down the backs of your legs and then back up. No force, knees bending, folding over. Feel the length of your body, heels to hands, open front to back. A source of light and strength. So you find the pace, you find the space that opens and closes. Start to move with a little more pace, a little more freedom, so that you're opening from the navel in all directions. Front, back, left, right. In time, reaching into the future, changing the afternoon, reaching into the past, healing where you've been and where you come from, right from that center. We all have this light. We all deserve this light to be honored, respected, built, learned from, heard. Up and out, 3, 2. Last time, we're going to bring it all the way up. Hook your thumbs, heels down, heart up, inhale. Chin up, 3 steps, go. Tuck your chin in, heels down, toes up, thighs back, strong, strong, strong. To release your thumbs, widen. Pause your playlist as you come down. Build your seat. And feel this space that surrounds us, our shelter, our sanctuary, our source, our self. If there is any aggression in it, I want you to breathe in. And with that inhalation, absorb the aggression and breathe out to find light and peace. We are a source of good. We are a blessing upon this day. If this agitated you in any way, you breathe in deeply, you pause, you let that absorb the agitation. You breathe out, you drop your shoulders. Find the quiet. Har, H-A-R, that sound of infinity, the sound of all possibility, the 0-point field. That as we breathe from this spot in our body, breathing life into the world. Har, we'll do 3 slow. Between each one is a breath, and the breath drops back down into us. Exhaling, it comes out. Inhaling, it drops back down. And then we have 8 out from the belly, fitting them together in one long exhalation. Find its rhythm. Find its pace. 3 minutes. You may work here, hands down, or you may work with the hands interlaced, the height of the shoulders, heart up, chin in. Har, 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 har. Har, 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 har,
Down. Feeling the center of your navel. The home of our solar energy. To organize, to discern, to hold boundary, to hold space, to protect, to act, to react, to redefine. We're going to take that action and be sure that it is compassionate, full of the heart. Right hand on your chest, left hand on top, hands up high, palms face forward, left hand to the heart, right hand on top, inhale, hands forward, alternate the hands, inhale up, exhale down, 1 minute. Quicken. Hint of a smile. Give it away. 5, 4, 3, 2, hands up, inhale. Shake it down. Stay tall. Notice if you're hungry to stay exactly as we are right now. If so, stay a minute. Stay 2. you're hungry to unfold, lie back. Shake out the feet and the knees, rest your head. Shavasana. Wherever you choose to be, receive what you've made. Let it through you become porous, absorbent. Simply deepening your breathing wherever you are. On your back, your hands going overhead and listening. Surrender to the sense of peace that washes over your entire being, filling you with a feeling of calm serenity. And as you bask in the sanctity of that blessed state, allow your heart to memorize it. Know it as your natural state of being. Recognize it as a reference point, a loving reminder of who you truly are, to which you can refer at will. This place within is one you carry all the time. It is a haven to which you're able to retreat whenever you choose. Draw the knees to the chest. To roll to a simple seat. To sweep wide, to reach tall, and gather it into the center. Inhale, expansive. Exhale, returning. Inhale. Exhale. In your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to the forehead center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat. What do you truly hope to achieve today? What have you been longing for day after day? Take this action, this solar force. Do that now. Not back to the habit, not back to what you planned, because on your schedule you're going to do the morning, you were going to do your practice, and then you're going to do your lunch, and you're going to tend your family for 10 minutes. What is it that you long for, that you've been meaning to do with and for yourself? Use this power to create that track right now, small or large. In any way. Maybe it's you writing it down and putting a sticky on the fridge to remind yourself. Maybe it's making a post in your phone, an interruption, a timer, or right in this moment. As though class went a little bit long this time, you take 5-10 minutes to begin to touch that thing that's calling you. Make it yours.